Hello everybody, welcome to another Hot or Not episode, the series where we are on the hunt for the spiciest foods that we can find in the Orlando area and theme parks. And today's food on the agenda is the Spicy Chicken Tip Yip here at Docking Bay 7 in Disney's Hollywood Studios in the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It sounds like it's going to be pretty saucy, pretty spicy. So stay tuned and let's find out if it is all it's cracked up to be. Here we are at the Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And we just picked up our Hot or Not meal of the day, and I don't know how to say it exactly, it's Pirjanad Hot Spicy Chicken Tip Yip. And I don't know, it's a food from another galaxy. So it's called Tip Yip, Pirjanad. I don't even know if that's a word in English or some other word, or I have no idea. But this dish was $15.49, and it is supposed to be pretty spicy. So we wanted to give it a shot. For those of you who are new to our Hot or Not series, we evaluate this food on 4 different dimensions. The first dimension is visual. What does it look like? Does it look appealing? We know that we start eating with our eyes first, and so we basically score on 4 dimensions, the first one being visual. Does it look delicious? Does it look appealing on a score of 1 to 10? So we'll both give a score on that dimension. The second dimension is smell. Does it smell good? Sometimes things look really good and they smell terrible. So we're gonna score it on smell. And then the second 2 are sort of tied together, but that third one is heat. How hot is it? That's really what this is about, is how hot is this dish? On a scale of 1 to 10, we will score that. So what is the heat level? Does it melt your face off, or does it just give you a little tingle? We're gonna find out. And then the last dimension is flavor, because it can be super, super hot and taste terrible. So we wanna make sure that you did all 4 dimensions sort of cover whether this really truly is a awesome hot or not dish. Is it a hot dish or is it a not dish? So it's gonna be all 4 of those things. Does it look good? Does it smell good? Is it hot? And does it taste good? Is the flavor good? So let's go ahead and just jump in and get started. So first off, let's take a look at this bad boy. This thing looks pretty good. I mean, look at that. I really like the fact that it's in this sort of like, almost like a skillet. But I mean, it's just plastic, but it looks kind of like a skillet. And it's got this white rice in here, it's got the broccoli, and then it's got the hot chicken tip yip. Just look at that glaze on there. It's very shiny. It really, I mean, it kind of looks spicy. Just even the sauce, right? Even the sauce that's on it, the glaze, the shine looks pretty saucy. So what do you think about the visual appeal?
I think it looks beautiful. I think it's plated really well. All the food looks really quality to me. It looks like they took their time putting it together. It just looks delicious, like I want to eat it.
I have to agree. I think it looks really nice. I love the plating of it. I think it works really well, the ambiance of this particular location. I want to dig into it. It looks phenomenal. It's like sitting on that bed of rice, nice little veggies with it. That shine, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
So what's your score, 1 out of 10?
Visual, 10.
You give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10 too.
Yeah.
I think it's a really nice looking dish. I think everything about it works really well. Now let's talk about the smell of this dish. Does it smell good? Let me just give it a whiff. Whew. I don't know, give it a smell. What do you think of it? What does it smell like to you?
Peppery fish.
Peppery?
And sweet.
Yeah, it does. I feel like there's a sweet smell to it. Almost like a sweet and sour. So if you think of like an Asian sweet and sour dish, or like orange chicken, it almost smells kind of like orange chicken to me.
Yeah.
Like it's got that like soury flavor, but also
General Tso's chicken.
Yeah, General Tso's. That's a good one because that's more of like the spicy. So it almost kind of reminds me of that General Tso's.
Yeah.
It's got the same color, same look. It's got a little crispiness on it. It looks like it's breaded chicken or something. There's some breading maybe on it. I don't know. But it smells really good. It's got that like spicy but sweet, sour smell. So Smell-wise, I give it like, whew, I feel like I gotta give it like I'm gonna give it a 10.
Yeah, I also give it a 10.
I feel like it's a 10 smell-wise. It smells like I can't, it's making me want to just tear into this thing. Okay, now let's just go ahead and jump in and give it a go. I wanna taste this. I'm just gonna go straight in with the chicken. I'm gonna skip all the pleasantries of the rice and everything with it. Okay, let's just take a look at this. It's got a really nice shine to it, and I can tell the chicken inside is white meat chicken, and it looks pretty good. This is the ultimate test. Is it gonna burn us up or not? And just so, before we taste this, if you don't know anything about the two of us, I'm a wimp when it comes to anything hot.
I love everything hot.
She loves everything hot. So it's a really a good match because I might go running for the hills, and she might just be like, this is delicious, and just keep eating it. So let's find out. All right.
Kind of creeps up on you. What do you think? I mean, I don't think it's that hot. I mean, it's hot, but I don't think it's that hot.
Yeah. I don't think it's that. I mean, it's starting to creep up.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take a couple more bites.
Yeah.
I think it's going to set in, but it's starting to get a little, I'm getting a little heat now.
I feel like this one's saucier, so I'm going to try this one.
Yeah, give that one a go.
By the way, you need a knife.
You need a knife. Yeah, you need a knife. All right, you got a saucier piece. Go ahead and give it a go now. Yeah, I don't really feel like it's that hot.
I got the biggest piece ever, so.
You're just going to have to take a bite off of that. That's a pretty big piece here.
This piece was definitely spicier.
I think it's
still not. I don't think it's that hot. But
yeah, I don't think it is either.
This one is definitely hotter than my last bite.
I think if I ate the whole dish and just kept eating the whole dish, I would be getting lit up. But overall, I didn't even have to take a drink or anything. I'm not really feeling that spice. So overall, I think from a spice level, I'm probably gonna, well, you know what, let me take a couple more bites. Okay, so we basically just finished the dish. I mean, there's a little bit left, and it has definitely crept up on me. Like, my mouth is hot now.
Oh yeah, mine is too.
But it's not so hot that I'm going running.
No. I think it's a good level.
Yeah, so I think for me, if I had to score this on the heat index of 1 out of 10, I feel like this is kind of, I'm gonna say a 5.
Yeah.
What do you think?
4 or 5.
You think it's a 4 or 5 too?
Yeah.
A 5?
Yeah.
Pick one. Pick one. Pick one.
It's probably a 5. Because my
A
mouth
5?
is burning.
Yeah, mine's getting pretty hot right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last episode we did was the Nashville hot chicken at Mardi Gras and Universal Studios, and it was hot. I mean, it was a 20 out of 10. So for me, this is like,
Yeah.
I could actually eat this.
Yeah.
So to me, it's a 5 out of 10. It's not as hot as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot hotter.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed in the heat level, but I'm disappointed in the heat level because it's not that bad, but I'm actually happy with the heat level because I could eat this.
Yeah.
So let's talk about flavor. Flavor-wise, I think this is a 10.
Oh, this is a 10 out of 10.
This is a 10 for me, flavor.
I love it. I love this meal. If you come here to Hollywood Studios, come here and get this. You don't even have, you can mobile order, you get here and the food's ready. Everything about it's good.
It's so good. And because and for me, it's definitely even if it wasn't hot, I don't know. The heat that it has in it adds to the flavor for me because so sometimes it's too hot and I can't taste the food, so then the flavor it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
but I feel like this is like
so
the
good.
perfect level of heat.
Yeah.
So the flavor, it just elevates that flavor to me. So I feel like this to me is a 10 out of 10 flavor wise.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it tastes good. I love that little zip of heat there. I could probably deal with it just being slightly less hot to be perfect for me, to be a perfect dish.
Yeah.
You could probably take it to be a little bit more hot for it to be perfect
But
dish.
I like the level it's at right now. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it is a very good level. I mean, probably if I could get it a little bit hotter, but I don't even know that I would. I love the level.
It's almost a perfect dish, quite frankly.
It really is.
But from a heat level perspective, it's pretty weak. It's only at 5.
Yeah.
So
The Pirjanad sauce is actually an old Mandalorian recipe that whenever we ask Cookie where he gets it, he always says he's not at liberty. He says he's not at liberty to say, which is, a fair answer. That planet was last 30 years ago, and having an ancient recipe from there is kind of strange. But Pirjanad is a sauce that comes from a Mandalorian cookbook that he somehow got his hands on, and it embodies one of the main pillars of Mandalorian cooking, known as Dura Luram, which is it translates to vivid, but only in relation to food. It's literally translated, it means bright mouth. So this sauce is very spicy, very tangy, very sweet. It has a lot of bright flavors, all kind of attacking your senses at once in the best way possible. So that's what kind of inspired him to make this dish as kind of an homage to the ancient Mandalorian cooking methods.
So you said Pirjanad. How did you say it?
Pirjanad.
Pirjanad, and it's a Mandalorian
Sauce.
dish. Okay,
Yeah, sauce on our
sauce.
Tip-yips.
Sauce. Awesome.
This
What?
is Ben, right?
Yes. Yeah. So Ben just hooked us up with all the lore for this delicious chicken Tip-yip, this Pirjanad, and it is awesome. So awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Your nose will be running by the time you're done with it.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff.
It's heating up more and more. Yeah.
Don't aspire.
That was so cool to find out the actual lore behind the dish, because that's what I kept saying. Like, I don't know what this word is. I've never seen this word before. I don't know if it's like a word that is in another country or whatever, but again, we're in Galaxy's Edge, so I figured it had to be an alien dish. And he said it's called Pirjanad, which is a cool word, first of all, Pirjanad. That just sounds cool. And secondly, it's a Mandalorian sauce. Like, it's a Mandalorian, like, passed down from generation to generation. Mandalorians basically got wiped out. I mean, there are a handful of them left, but like, it's like this recipe for this sauce has survived the Mandalorians essentially being wiped out and their planet being, wrecked and destroyed. So like, we're getting to eat this ancient dish with this Pirjanad sauce that is from Mandalore. I mean, what? How cool is that?
Awesome.
So cool.
And
Now I'm
Ben
gonna
was
get
so
to
informative.
Yeah, it was awesome. Ben
I feel
was
like
great.
if we ever eat here again, we need to ask why the food is what it is. Or
Now I
what's
feel like I
going
have to
on.
give it even higher score because it was so cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the tally. So we've got a 10 and a 10 for visual. We've got a 10 and a 10. I don't know why I'm holding up fives. We've got a 10 and a 10 for visual, a 10 and a 10
Okay.
for smell. We've got a 5 and a 5 for heat. And then we've got a 10 and a 10 for flavor. And then it gets bonus points for Mandalorian lore. But overall, that gives us an average score of 8.75 on the hot or not scale. That's a pretty killer score, 8.75. So I think we're going to officially have to say that this dish is officially hot. It is hot. It is not a not. It is a definite go-to. It is a spicy, awesome dish that you're going to have to try. Encourage you to hit this place, Docking Bay 7, over in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Right, I can literally see the Millennium Falcon every time that door opens over there. It is a cool spot to grab some food. They also have lots of other things, so check it out here at Docking Bay 7. Thanks again for joining us. We have tons of other content. Our Hot or Not series is just one of our series. We do Versus series. We do vlogs in the parks. We do all sorts of things that you're going to want to check out. Check out our channel, subscribe, hit the notifications. You'll get all the greatest stuff.
My name is Fallon. The noble way